Today's forecast calls for light rain in New York City with a high near 82 and a low near 72. It's Thursday, July 10th, and this is your Boroughs in Brief. The city can proceed with Bedford Avenue's bike lane changes. The following comes from New York One and Erica Brosnan. The city can proceed with its controversial plan to convert part of a parking-protected bike lane on Brooklyn's Bedford Avenue back into an unprotected one, a judge ruled Wednesday. The decision stems from a lawsuit brought by the advocacy group Transportation Alternatives and a Brooklyn father-son duo who argued the plan violates a local law that requires the city to provide notice to the public before it carries out any major transportation project. But Judge Carolyn Walker-Diallo found the plan change does not qualify as one and lifted a temporary restraining order the plaintiffs had previously secured. In her decision, Walker-Diallo noted that the city's administrative code defines a major transportation project as a change that alters 4 or more consecutive blocks or 1,000 consecutive feet of street, such as removing a vehicular lane, fully removing a parking lane, or adding or removing a bike lane of any length. Currently, the bike lane runs in between a parked vehicle lane and the sidewalk. The city's plan would shift the bike lane to the opposite side of the parked cars, placing cyclists adjacent to the moving traffic lane. The Adams administration had announced in early June that 3 blocks of the disputed lane on the border of Bedford-Stuyvesant and South Williamsburg between Willoughby and Flushing Avenues would be modified by the end of that month. How thousands and thousands of New Yorkers met their mayor. Today's top story comes from The City, Richard Kim and Mia Hawley. Now that we know the outcome of the June 24th Democratic primary for mayor, it's time for the real reveal. How did the candidates do in the city's Meet Your Mayor quiz? Who got the most first-place matches? What issues did quiz takers prioritize? Did quizzers prefer any policies that none of the candidates themselves chose? The city started working on Meet Your Mayor at the start of the year and launched the quiz on May 14th. We surveyed 12 candidates, 9 leading Democrats, plus independents Eric Adams and Jim Walden and Republican Curtis Silva, and narrowed the quiz down to 18 questions covering streets, public safety, housing, schools, the federal government, health, and leadership qualities. Only Mayor Adams refused to answer the survey entirely, while other candidates elected to skip some questions. Through June 24th, Meet Your Mayor received more than 257,000 visitors, and a whopping 110,000 of them completed all 18 questions to get matched to the candidates they most closely aligned with. As a point of comparison, about 1 million voters turned out in the primary. So, who got the most matches? Many users seem to have shared views with Assemblymember Zohran Mamdani, who received over 39,131 first-place matches, far exceeding State Senator Jessica Ramos, who came in second with 19,260 matches, and Whitney Tilson, who came in third with 19,125. Many Meet Your Mayor users told us that the quiz helped them sort the large field and inform their ballot choices. But at least in the case of Ramos and Tilson, large numbers of quiz takers rejected their match, since those candidates received only 3,862 and 7,828 first-place votes, respectively, in the actual election. Council Speaker Adrienne Adams received the fewest first-place matches in Meet Your Mayor, which reflects her decision not to answer several survey questions more than the popularity of the views she did end up taking. Meet Your Mayor users were also asked to select up to 3 issues to prioritize, and not surprisingly, housing, public safety, and schools were chosen the most. The fewest number of quiz takers ranked NYC's relationship with the federal government as a priority, even though that subject and President Donald Trump consumed much of the mayoral primary's closing weeks. Find the rest of this story at thecity.nyc. And while you're there, sign up for The Scoop. You'll get the latest stories from the city delivered to your inbox each morning, and you can cancel anytime. Just head to thecity.nyc. That's all for now. My name is Imran Sheikh. Make sure to support and subscribe to your local New York news outlets like the ones you heard today.
The next song.
Spoken Layer.